So, Jason, it seems like it's going to happen because Dana White has, as of recent, just came out and stated that he's going to offer up $25 million each and giving Conor McGregor the freedom to go ahead and fight Floyd more money Mayweather. Now, this, as we know, has been a verbal back and forth. Mayweather announced a few days ago that he is willing to give Conor McGregor $15 million. Substantially less than what he would get, but this is Mayweather's ballpark. This is what he does. He rarely takes a fight for even money. He's never taken a fight for even money, basically. I don't think, if we maybe go back to his early career, maybe he did. But he got to a certain level of fame.
Not since he
rose to fame.
Not since De La Hoya. Before De La Hoya.
Right.
It went from a complete PR stunt that was a joke to something that now, with, I can't stress this enough, 5 million obstacles to get over. But it went from something that was a joke, a PR stunt, and nothing more, to something that feasibly can happen because Dana White has agreed to at least discuss some kind of terms.
Yeah.
The thing that Floyd will not take this fight for less than $75 million. If there was any negotiation, and here's the one thing we know for sure, there is a 0% chance it happens if they have to make the same amount. So if it's 50-50, Floyd's not going to do it. Why would Floyd do it for that amount of money? This is a guy who combined with Pat did $200 million for Pacquiao.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a fight that would be probably more entertaining, but also make more money than Mayweather-Pacquiao did. Let's also discuss the fact that in this case, keep in mind for McGregor, because I think there's going to be some people who come out and say, like, why would McGregor take any amount lower than Floyd? Well, because any amount that McGregor can make off this is at bare minimum 3 to 4 times the amount he could ever make in the UFC right now. Even McGregor-Diaz 3, you're talking, what, $5 million for McGregor? Maximum. And I'm talking absolute max. If $15 million for McGregor is actually a really good deal for McGregor. But I would think that you're looking at like $75 million to Floyd, $25 to McGregor. And once it gets to that point, then that's when this should really happen. And I think it's going to, a lot more speculation, a lot more rumors. The reason why we're doing this clip today is because we have the video from The Herd and TMZ Sports with Dana White. And the fact that Dana White's acknowledging this means it can. So, video time.
Do you believe Floyd, Dana, wants to fight?
I don't know. It's just, this whole thing is so weird. First of all, let's cut out the BS right from the get. He hasn't talked to anybody about this fight. If you're talking to somebody about the fight, you're talking to me. I'm the promoter. Conor McGregor's under contract with me. And to say that Conor McGregor hasn't made $8 million or $10 million in a fight, wrong again. And to think that you're the A side, how are you the A side? The last fight, the last major fight that you were in, you left such a bad taste in everybody's mouth that nobody wants to see you again. His last fight did 350,000 pay-per-view buys. Conor's last fight, Conor did 1.3 million and 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. So I don't understand how you think you're the A side, and there's a reason that you want this Conor McGregor fight so bad, because you know that's your money fight. You know? And if they're going to box, Floyd looks at this thing like an easy boxing match for him. You know? But Conor McGregor is his money fight. Okay? And, you know, to offer him $15 million. I'll tell you what, Floyd, here's a real offer. And I'm the guy. I'm the guy that can actually make the offer. And I'm actually making a real offer. We'll pay you $25 million. We'll pay Conor $25 million. And then we'll talk about pay-per-view at a certain number. There's a real offer.
Okay, can I ask about what do you believe the pool is? What would you project pay-per-view?
Well, when you look at things like this, you have to you know, take an educated guess of what you think the possible pay-per-view. I would be disappointed if a Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather match didn't do over 2 million, you know, 2.3 to 2.5 million. But then the upside could be, who knows, maybe it could do what Manny Pacquiao did.
He's a good promoter, by the way.
No, he's good. But as much as I'm with him on Conor McGregor, I think that he is underestimating who he's talking about really quick. The Andre Berto fight, we know, was a retirement fight. That's not a big deal.
Correct.
You can't categorize Floyd Mayweather is not the A in this fight.
He's playing his hand.
Yeah, he's playing his hand. He's a promoter, right? He's acting. I know we talked about how boxing is run by promoters. In this rare instance, Dana White needs to act as a promoter here, but I'm not buying it. Floyd Mayweather has the ability to still draw in a ridiculous crowd, especially when you put him up against a fighter. It wasn't because people didn't want to see Floyd Mayweather, that's why they never turned up to the Berto fight. It's because they knew it was an easy final fight for him and to go out. And he lost a lot of respect in terms of the person he chose to fight in his last ever fight. But Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, two fighters that everyone wanted to see. They were coming because it was on Floyd Mayweather's terms. He decided where he wanted it. He had the numbers. He offered something to Pacquiao that was insulting, very similar to what he did to Conor McGregor. I'll give you a lesser amount and you need to come crawling towards me. And it didn't happen for years. And then finally we got the fight we wanted to see and it was a letdown. But in this instance, just because Dana White comes out and says that it could happen and there's an offer there, it's still, the ball is always going to be in Floyd Mayweather's court because I think he's the most to lose out of this thing. He's got the one. If Conor McGregor loses a boxing match against Floyd Mayweather, yeah, he's not going to enjoy it. But Floyd Mayweather's the man that's got the 49-0 record. He's the one that's wanting to go out in impeccable fashion. And I think that it's going to be up to him, and the money's going to have to be superior in his card. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a phenomenal pay-per-view busting fight.
That's where the pay-per-view split can become interesting because, I don't know, hypothetically speaking, let's say it's 25 to Conor and 50 to Floyd, but Floyd gets 85% of the pay-per-view. Together these guys would do over 2 million pay-per-view buys. I think just because if McGregor's doing 1.5 by himself, and you're going to add in a fight that has, look at the hype it has. It's not even made. Yeah. And we're talking about, I want to say, I haven't seen hype for a fight that has not even been scheduled, let alone seriously considered in terms of money until today. Because this is the first one you have to take seriously. I don't know if I can. Because White, you have to take it seriously because White's actually acknowledging it. The UFC president, the promoter in this situation, is actually acknowledging it. So just because of that, that's why I'm taking it so seriously. Because I go like, okay, this went from, I think as Helwani put it, a complete pipe dream and a PR stunt to this could actually possibly at some point happen. The only thing is, there's not that much time Mayweather has left before he's just becoming an old man versus Conor. And in a boxing sense, you're right. McGregor has so little to lose in this situation. Yeah. Like, I give the Texans a better shot at beating the Patriots this weekend than I would give McGregor at beating Floyd Mayweather. But hypothetically speaking, just imagine for a second that he were to beat him. Or just knock him down. I'm just saying, entertain the thought in your head for fun. If McGregor actually knocked down Floyd Mayweather.
It would be monumental. It would be worth it in all because it's given something that we've not seen in the box. We've never seen this happen before with Floyd Mayweather.
He's not been knocked out, but
that's what I'm saying. No, he's been startled a little bit, but this is the thing. Like,
he's been knocked down. Imagine McGregor just gets it's like a 30-second fight. Could you imagine?
Well, I mean, we've seen it before. It wouldn't be something that I think would be worth the money because boxing, I feel like it's the longevity of it all.
I'm all about the hype. No, see, that's the thing is like I actually like the. I never got like when the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was actually announced and it happened. I got so happy and amped and pumped, and everybody else did, and all the hype, and I'm all for the hype train. All for the hype train. But you have to know your expectations, and I think that the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight is a good teaser of expectations because those who do know the sport of boxing knew ahead of time that it would be near impossible for Pacquiao to make a dent on the defensive prowess of Mayweather. In this case, it's the same expectation. You can't go into this fight expecting McGregor to damage Mayweather, but the hype train, all about it.
Well, it's just different
I want to see what the fighters say, the boxers say, the celebrities say. I want to hear all of it.
I think it's just different because you want to see what we've never seen Conor McGregor box. So regardless of whether or not he does touch Floyd Mayweather, you're going to watch it regardless. It's like you're going to tune in to see something that you've never seen before, which is what this has been. It's a super fight. It's two competitors from two sports that they've controlled. One controlled longer than the other, but it's just the anticipation. You're right. The fact that how will Conor McGregor move? Is it going to be similar? How will Floyd Mayweather approach this? And as much as you said, I don't think Floyd Mayweather can wait a year, 2 years. I think that the best thing that will age with Floyd Mayweather is his defensive capabilities. It's almost like an IQ in football. Like, you're always going to be a little sharp. At the age of 39, that's not a lot of shelf life if you're going to fight against a guy who is in his prime.
What are you talking about?
So athletic.
How old was Rocky in Rocky 5?
17. And the last one
Rocky
he fought that guy when he was, 50? He came back out of retirement, 55.
I made the Rocky reference. I never make the Rocky reference. You're off your game.
I think that this overall makes it. I think what I was going back to the point you made earlier about when did I start to take it serious. I think I started to just humour the thought when McGregor got his boxing license. Not so much the thought that Conor McGregor was going to box Mayweather, but I started to talk with the idea like, what happens if McGregor doesn't see any more fights in the UFC? That is, you need to understand this guy's ambition is through the roof. Like,
he sparred the mountain for fun.
That's
for fun.
He wants to go and do things that no one has ever seen. I easily buy into the idea that if this fight doesn't happen, Conor McGregor toys with boxing soon now. Like, just easily buy into that. It's not something that's so far-fetched.
I don't see any. I don't see what McGregor has to lose at this point because, first of all, you'd be putting two guys into the ring that there's a huge fan base for each that want to see the other fan base humiliated. There are still a lot of Floyd haters out there, and there are a lot of Conor haters out there. And if there's like a double knockout, the masses would be appeased.
Now you're telling me to say the Rocky and Apollo Creed both hitting each other at the same time, falling down, draw. Is that what you want to see?
Yes.
All right, here's a question for you.
Because then we get a rematch.
Most pay-per-view buys: Chris Brown versus Soulja Boy, or Money Mayweather versus McGregor.
I'm going to be honest. Don't underestimate what Chris Brown versus Soulja Boy would sell. But
it's going to sell a lot.
It's going to sell a lot. It actually might do more than like Berto versus.
Talk about tapping into an audience that isn't used to it.
Hold on, that depends. First of all, I think the better question is, will Soulja Boy and Chris Brown do more pay-per-view buys than Canelo Alvarez versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.?
I think I would go out on a limb and say absolutely.
Which also got announced today. May 6th is Canelo Alvarez's next fight against JCC Jr. And people care more about the McGregor Mayweather than they do about Canelo at this point, and that's boxing's own fault. Before we tangent too much, Francis. Now that Dana White has come out and said it, we know Floyd won't do it. One really important tweet to get to, and then we're done. Number 5, Big Ben Rothwell is a fighter, said this about the McGregor Mayweather fight. Dear Dana White, there must be an interim title at stake between McGregor and Mayweather, otherwise I just don't find it interesting enough. Come on, it's funny.
That's a good one.
It's funny.
He's got it.
It's funny.
Sharp as a tack.
Good job.
Here's in the comments. What do you think? Is this fight now going to happen because Dana White has given his blessing?
It's close.
Will Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather buy into the share? I'm sure McGregor will take 25 mil. Floyd Mayweather, despite the fact that I just don't know what he's going to do with all the money.
I'd take 25 mil.
I don't think he'll take it. But we'll see. Comment below.